The first three Grand Slam tournaments of the year have produced three different winners in women's singles, and the wide-open nature of a season largely played without Serena Williams figured to continue at the United States Open. About 12 hours into the first day of the tournament, Maria Sharapova produced the biggest surprise, upsetting second-seeded Simona Halep 6-4, 4-6, 6-3. For the first time in 19 months, Sharapova walked on court for a Grand Slam match. This time under the lights of Arthur Ashe Stadium on a cool Monday night. She wore a black sparkling dress and a look of determination. This was only a first-round match, but it had a marquee feel. Sharapova, the five-time Grand Slam champion coming back from a drug suspension, is ranked 146th and needed a wild card to enter the tournament. But she shook off any semblance of Grand Slam rust and vaulted from a curiosity to a spot on an already long list of contenders. When she won, after 2 hours 44 minutes, Sharapova dropped to her hands and knees the way a player might after winning the title, and then shed tears of joy after waving to the crowd. "I just thought this was another day, another opportunity, another match. But this was so much more," she said in a post-match TV interview. Joanna Konta Falls. Entering Monday, 8 women had a chance to leave the tournament with the number 1 ranking. Halep sat tantalizingly close, just 5 points behind No. 1 Karolina Pliskova, and then lost to Sharapova. 7-seeded Johanna Konta also had a chance at the No. 1 ranking, but that possibility evaporated quickly with a 4-6, 6-3, 6-3 loss to Alexandra Krunic in the first round. Konta, who reached the semi-finals at Wimbledon last month, had advanced to the round of 16 at the United States Open the past 2 years. "I don't take anything for granted," she said. "I think it would be quite obnoxious of me to come in here expecting I have a right to be in second week." She added, "How I did at Wimbledon is not something I bring into every match I play." The tennis season moves on quickly. Krunic, a 24-year-old Serb ranked number 78, has made an impression at the Open before. She reached the round of 16 in 2014 with upsets over Madison Keys and Petra Kvitova. "I can't say I didn't expect it, I can't say I really expected it," Krunic said of her win. "But I expected to give her a hard time. At least, and I'm happy I gave her a harder time than she gave me." The question of which woman qualifies as the favorite has lingered in recent days. Third-seeded Garbine Muguruza, who may be playing the best coming into the Open, does not want the label. She does not think she deserves it. Muguruza, who opened play at Arthur Ashe Stadium with a 6-0, 6-3 victory over Varvara Lepchenko, won Wimbledon in July and routed Halep in the final of the Cincinnati tournament a week ago. But Muguruza has never advanced past the second round at the U.S. Open, so she is keeping her expectations low. "So far I'm just thinking that I'm happy that I'm in second round. And that's what I'm going to take," she said after her match. 9th-seeded Venus Williams, making her 19th appearance at the Open, has a slim chance of reaching number 1 at age 37. She began her tournament with a 6-3, 3-6, 6-2 win over Victoria Kuzmova, a 19-year-old qualifier playing her first main draw match on the WTA Tour. "I had no idea what she looked like, who she was, anything," Williams said. "But she played amazing. She played well, served well, competed well. Definitely a match I had to earn." Number 5 Caroline Wozniacki, also in the hunt for No. 1, had an easier time, beating the qualifier Mihaela Buzarnescu, 6-1, 7-5, Nayla Jean Myers. A long day for the Zverevs. The Zverev brothers, fourth-seeded Sasha and No. 23 Misha are in the same quarter of the draw, which means long days for their parents, who are also their coaches. But they probably did not anticipate Monday's matches would take quite so long they stretched into a Tuesday. First, Misha needed 5 sets and 3.5 hours to get past Tyson Kwiatkowski. 7-6, 5, 4-6, 4-6, 7-5, 6-3. Kwiatkowski, 22, earned a wild card at the Open by winning the NCAA singles title at Virginia this spring. Then Sasha, who is carrying his highest seeding ever at a Grand Slam event and enormous expectations, was initiated into night tennis at Arthur Ashe Stadium. His first-round match against Darian King of Barbados started well after 11 p.m. as it followed the duel between Sharapova and Halep, which took 2 hours 42 minutes. Zverev and King proceeded to play 81-minute first set. King had a couple of set points, but Zverev prevailed in a tiebreaker. He finally put King away, 7-6, 9, 7-5, 6-4, just after 2 a.m. In a post-match interview, Zverev, only 20 years old, declared it past his bedtime. Nayla Jean Myers. Jack Sock tumbles out. Number 13 seed Jack Sock was the highest-ranked man to crash out of the Open, falling to Jordan Thompson, 6-2, 7-6, 12, 1-6, 5-7, 6-4. On the temporary structure known as Louis Armstrong Stadium this year. The match, which lasted 3 hours 56 minutes, had wild momentum swings. Each man dropped serve 8 times. Sock led by 2 breaks at 4-1 in the second set and later had 2 set points on his own serve in the marathon tiebreaker before conceding it to Thompson. Sock dominated the third set and won the fourth after saving 2 Thompson match points. He broke Thompson twice to take a 4-3 lead in the fifth set, but then dropped his serve twice in a row to lose. Sock had an exemplary start to the year, reaching the semifinals of Indian Wells and the quarterfinals of Miami. He also won smaller ATP titles in Auckland and Delray Beach, FLA. He reached a career-high ranking of No. 14 in April, but seemed to lose momentum after a trip to Australia that month for Davis Cup. Sock lost a crucial match against Thompson there that all but clinched the quarterfinal for Australia. Since then, beginning of May, Sock has gone a 10-10 record. He had been the highest-ranked American man until after the recent Cincinnati tournament, when he was passed by John Isner, a semi-finalist there. In his post-match news conference, Sock was curt, often giving only sentence fragment answers. Utter disappointment when you're up 2 breaks in 1 set, a break in the 5th, he said. Choked it all away, so, really sucks. Asked if he would do anything differently, he was again brief. Hold serve would be a good start, he said. And then he was finished. Monday's results. Number 2 Andy Murray's withdrawal left a big hole in the bottom half of the men's singles draw, and any number of men could fill the void. One candidate is Marin Cilic, the number 5 seed, who took Murray's place in the draw. Entering Monday, Cilic had not played a match on tour since losing the final at Wimbledon, where he sustained foot and abductor injuries. He survived a tricky first-round match against Tennis Sandgren, 6-4, 6-3, 3-6, 6-3. I had to take a long break without tennis, without running, Cilic said. So just pushed me back a bit. I'm still in focus of regaining that form. That's my main focus. The opportunities are there. It's just whether to be ready or not. Another player looking to take advantage in this half of the draw is 10th-seeded John Isner, the highest-ranked American man. He defeated Pierre-Hugues Herbert 6-1, 6-3, 4-6, 6-3. I know there's been some unfortunate situations with some of the top players in our game, Isner said, but for me nothing changes. I came into this tournament playing pretty well. So whether guys like Novak and Kay and Andy and Milos, whether those guys were here, nothing really would have changed for me. Still a lot of very good players in this tournament that are going to have to be dealt with. I think I'm one of them. Number 8 Jo-Wilfried Tsonga also advanced, beating Marius Copel 6-3, 6-3, 6-4. Tsonga will next play Denis Shapovalov, the Canadian teenager who stunned Rafael Nadal at the Rogers Cup in Montreal a few weeks ago. Shapovalov, who had to qualify for the Open, routed another up-and-coming player, Daniil Medvedev of Russia, 7-5, 6-1, 6-2. Sam Querrey reached the semi-finals at Wimbledon, then won the title in Los Cabos, Mexico, a couple of weeks later, but he had lost in the first round of the U.S. Open the past 2 years, so he said he was taking this tournament one round at a time. So far, so good. Querrey, the No. 17 seed, overcame a tough first-round match, defeating Giles Simon 6-4, 6-3, 6-4. A handful of other seeded players lost. No. 21 Anna Konja, who reached the quarterfinals here last year, fell to Ashley Barty 4-6, 6-0. 6-1. Maria Sakkari of Greece beat 24th-seeded Kiki Bertens of the Netherlands 6-3, 6-4. No. 32 Lauren Davis of the United States lost to 18-year-old American Sophia Kenin 7-5, 7-5. On the men's side, number 21 David Ferrer, who reached the semi-finals at the Cincinnati event just before the Open, was ousted by the qualifier Mikhail Kukushkin 4-6, 6-3, 6-2, 6-1. No. 25 Karen Khachanov and number 32 Robin Haas also lost. A surprising run. JC Aragon traveled to New York this month without any guarantees. For him to even land a spot in the qualifying tournament for the U.S. Open, he needed several other players to drop out. So he waited. And then the phone rang, he said. Aragon, 22, got good news and capitalized, winning all 3 of his qualifying matches to earn a berth in the main draw as the 534th ranked player in the world. But there was more to this story. The part about how Aragon was comatose for 3 weeks at age 16. The part about how he was found to have diabetes. The part about how he missed 3 years of competitive tennis. The part about how he needed a ticket just to attend the Open last summer. And the part about how he was just months removed from playing No. 5 singles for the powerhouse tennis program at the University of Virginia. But there he was on Monday, taking his place on one of the sport's biggest stages against Kevin Anderson, a former top 10 player who ended the party with a 6-3, 6-3, 6-1 victory. My blood sugar was all over the place, said Aragon, who needed an insulin injection after the first set, but that was easy. Anderson and his enormous serve were the bigger problems. But Aragon came away from the match with experience to build upon, and also left $50,000 richer for making it to the main draw. Really, I wasn't expecting this, he said. It came out of nowhere. Scott Cocchiola,